Welcome back to another Morning Manna. Yesterday we talked about the clay as in potter, but clay is also used to build furnaces. You see, in Japan there's this mountain village where they build this homemade furnace, about 3 meters wide, about 3 meters in length, about 2 meters deep, and in it they turn iron ore into a usable metal for there. But in order to do that, they have to set fire and put 1,000-degree heat in there. And the furnace master uses that clay furnace to turn that iron ore into some of the most precious metal to be used for sword making. But in order to do that, he's got to watch over it. And he watches over it for like 3 to 4 days without any sleep, controlling the temperature, controlling how much of the iron sand goes in to make the purified metal. He's got to make sure that the temperature doesn't get too hot or too cold, that everything comes out right. And when he does, when he's finally convinced it's right, after 3 or 4 days of no sleep, sweating in this 1,000-degree, or right beside this 1,000-degree furnace, he begins to tear down the clay structure around it. The coals are moved off, and out comes this mass of metal, which is the most precious and sought-after metals that anyone could ever have. You know, I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't feel like a clay vessel, because I feel more like I'm in the furnace. And so maybe God is creating that clay to put you in that furnace. You know, 1 Peter 4:12 and 13 says this: "Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice insofar as you share Christ's suffering, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed." You know, through the furnace, we come into something that's useful for God. Regardless how ugly it may seem at the time, it is always useful for God. Don't resist the fiery trials that you're going through in life, but instead embrace them as you know that the sufferings that you're going through will bring glory to God in due time. Thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.